Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Victoria. I'm the CEO of Victa Designs International. So today I'd like to teach us on how to make 4 different designs of bag. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. And if you're joining me for the first time, I would like you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't only subscribe, kindly click on the notification bell so that you can be getting notification on different videos. And also for the returnees, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. For all the members, people that join, the members, thank you so much. You guys are wonderful. Thank you. So now let's move to the designs of bags that I'm gonna teach you today. The first bag is these are the bags. We're done with all this and this also. Okay, so the first bag is, I don't even know the one to start with. Okay, the first bag is simple purse. Can you see it? Simple purse, simple handbag. You can call it simple handbag with pleating handle, round pleating handle. Okay, you fix a bead here. Okay, so I have the bead. This is the bead. You can buy ready-made bead. Okay, so you fix a bead there. Okay, that's the first one. The second one is a shoulder bag. There's something about emerald green, emerald. Okay, this is the shoulder bag. Can you see it? Okay, so this is it. Okay, can you see it? All right, the third one is a simple. The third one is a simple bag with flap. Okay, the handle. Can you see it? Okay, so why the fourth one? Why the fourth one is, I love this bag, seriously. The fourth one is how to make a pleating shoulder bag with pleating handle. Pleating shoulder bag with pleating handle. Okay, so now we'll move to the materials needed in making all these bags. Thank you so much. Materials needed: you need sheet board for pattern making. We also use it. You need hose. If you can't get soft hose that I'm folding, you may not be able to use this hard one. Okay, so if you can't get the soft one, you can use Marco and foreign foam. So you need snap, that's magnet. You need skin leather, soft one. You can use double face also. So you need plain leather and skin leather. I want to mix it together. You need rivet, you need your pen, you need gum, you need mallet, you need candle wax. So these are the measurements used, and after cutting your measurements, the next thing is to get the flap shape. To get your flap shape, what you need to do is to measure 0.7 by 0.7 inches. So when you measure 0.7 by 0.7 inches, so that's what I'm doing right now. So it depends on the flap that you want. You can make it a curve. So it depends on what you want. So to get this particular flap shape, you can use it on different designs of flap bag. So after measuring it, the next thing you do is to take your circle or your plate or your flexible ruler to bring out the shape. So that's what I'm doing. So after measuring the 0.7 by 0.7 inches, so to get the curve at the both side, you need to make it equal, and then you measure. After getting the middle curve, you measure 2 inches on the both side, 2 inches on the both side, then you curve it out. The curve at the bottom, you measure 0.5 by 0.5 inches, then you curve it out. That's for the front and the back. So after that one, the next thing to do is to cut the shape out. You cut the shape out. So after cutting it out, you place your pattern on another sheet board and cut the flap only out. Okay, because we're using the flap sheet board, we're using sheet board on the flap. So you place your front on a leather, you place the flap on a leather to cover the flap. So for the side, you measure your front round, so you have 17 inches. To now get the handle, so you measure 17 inches by 18 inches. That's for the side, because we're folding 0.5 inches on the both side. Okay, for the handle, you measure, the side is 17 inches, then you add 14 inches to it, so that is 31 inches. You measure 2.5 by 31 inches, 2.5 by 31 inches. So you measure 2 out. You measure 2 out. So for the marco, you measure 0.7 inches by the length of your side. That's by 31 inches. So you use foreign foam also on it. Okay. The next thing to do is to place your pattern on your leather and draw it out. I hope you can see what I'm doing. So you draw it out. Drawing the pattern out, don't forget that I shaped the down part, and that one I use 0.5 inches by 0.5 inches, then I curve it. So don't forget to do that also on your pattern. So the next thing to do now is to apply gum on the flap side only. If you are using double face leather, you don't need to apply gum, you don't need sheet board. But because I'm using soft leather, so that's why I'm using sheet board on the flap side. Do you understand? So if you're using a thick leather, you don't need to use sheet board. This is a soft leather. This is a soft leather, that's why. So you place your sheet board on the flap only. As you can see that at the back, I didn't place any sheet board at the back. So you don't need sheet board for it. You don't need sheet board for the back. You only need it for the flap to cover it and to make it neat. Okay. So you trim the back out exactly the size of your pattern. It's only the flap that you will leave some excess, because you're folding the flap on the sheet board. You are folding the leather on the sheet board to make it neat. You're folding the leather on the sheet board. So don't forget that if you're using thick leather, you don't need sheet board. You don't need to fold any leather on it. You can see that it's only the flap that I'm applying gum. So to cover up the flap, you cut the exact size of the flap, that shape, on a skin leather and place it on it. But before placing it, you need to fix your snap, that's the magnet. So you fix your magnet. So you make sure that the magnet is at the middle. So because the leather is soft, so I'm cutting small sheet board to fix the magnet on it. So where I will fix the magnet, I will gum the small sheet board, I will gum it on it and fix my magnet on it so that it will hold it very well. So after that, you apply gum on your flap and on the leather, then you gum it together. So while gumming it together, make sure you set it very well. So just do it gently and join it together. Make sure you set your flap very well, and then before gumming the sheet board on the material, you make sure you use sponge to get the shape, to form the flap head shape very well. I hope you can see what I'm doing. So after gumming it, the next thing to do is to sew the handle. But before that, you need to apply gum on your leather and look for the middle on the both side. So after doing that, you make sure that you apply the gum very well on the leather so that the marker can stay. Okay, I hope you are seeing what I'm doing. So apply the gum very well. So after that, from the middle, you measure 7.5 inches from the middle on the both side, that up and down. Then you fold it from where you measure your 7.5 inches on the both side. You fold it. That 7.5 inches, that means that on the right side you have 7.5 inches, because the length of the handle is 14 inches. That's the upper side of the handle is 14 inches. So you sew 0.5 inches in. By the time we start sewing it on the body, you see the upper handle. That's where I'm folding. So you make sure you watch the video very well. Make sure you watch it very well so that you can get it. So if you want to sew the down part on the both sides, you don't need to fold it. You just sew it straight. So it's only the middle, that's where the handle will be. That's where you fold. So the next thing to do now is to move to the sewing. First thing to do is to sew the flap round. So that's what we're doing. You sew it round. So after sewing the flap round, the next thing to do now is to sew the handle. While sewing the handle, you make sure you fix your foreign foam also, so that it will make it more thick and soft. So if you use hose, you need to use the soft one. If you use the hard one, while trying to turn the bag out, it may give it another shape. So that's why I'm using foreign foam and marco, soft marco and foreign foam. So it will puff very well, and then it will be a bit strong, not too hard. It will be soft in the hand. Can you see it? Okay, can you see the sewing part? So that's how to sew it. Okay, so the next thing to do now is to sew the handle to the body. So that's what we're doing. You look for the middle of your leather. After looking for the middle, then you start sewing. Don't forget that the inches on the both sides, the handle is 14 inches. So you measure the 14 inches in between, not from the down part. Can you see what I'm doing? So that's how to fix it. Okay, so we'll do the sewing now. You know, you've already looked for the middle of the leather. That's at the down part. So you sew your handle and stop at the middle. You make sure you leave like 0.7 inches. You don't close it. So don't close the down part. You leave 0.7 inches to the middle on the both sides. 0.7 inches to the middle on the both side. Okay, so you do the same thing on the other side also. So you can see the 0.7 inches that I left at the down part before the middle. So you cut. If the leather is excess, you cut it. The next thing to do now, we want to cover the down part. Okay, so you cut some leather. After cutting it, next thing you do is to sew it straight. So it will cover that down part. It won't show the finishing. It will cover the finishing of the down part. hope you can see what I'm doing. So you need to try to set it well. Can you see it? So now the next thing is to do the same thing on the other side. We'll fix the, you need to fix the D-ring. So in fixing the D-ring, you measure 2 by 0.6 inches and cut out 2. So you fold, to fix the side, you fold 0.5 inches and sew it straight. Then to now fix the D-ring, that's for the long handle, you measure 2.2 inches and you make sure that it's in the middle. Okay, then you pin it. So you pin it, you use rivet to pin it. You can also sew it if you want to sew it, but I'm using rivet to pin it. So after pinning it on the both sides, don't forget that you are sewing the upper side also of the both side of this side. All right, so now you fix your side on the leather on the body. So that's how to fix the side. Just sew it round. Just make sure you sew it round. I hope you can see what I'm doing. So the leather that you will use must not be too hard, must not be too thick or too soft also. So it's just as if you are taping, you know, the way we do tape the school bag, the way we tape our the way we tape the men's bag is the same method. It's just that what we use to tape it is different from each other. Okay, so this is the finishing of it. Make sure you use your lighter to knitting the inside, and the next thing to do now is to turn it out. You can see how easy it is for me to turn it out. If you use hard hose, you may not be able to turn it out very well. You may not be able to turn it out very well, and so you need to use something that is soft. So the next thing to do now is to fix the snap, the other magnet side. So you set your flap very well and place it on it, then you press it down to set the snap. You punch it and fix your snap. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, so don't forget to send your practical work to me. All right, so this is the finishing. You can start carrying your bag. Okay, snap it and send it to me. Thank you so much.